Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my 8th lesson of D3, chapter number 8, exercise 8D, that is about the application of cosine law. In this class, students will be learning and discussing intermediate level question number 12. As the question is long, so I will be reading the question from the book. Question 12 says that in the figure, D is the point on CB such that A to D is 2 centimeter and A to C is 4.5 centimeter, C to D is 3.5 centimeter, and angle ABD is of measure 50 degrees. We have to find ADB angle, the shortest distance from A to CB, and the length of BD. Okay students, let's move to the solution of each part one by one. Okay, first of all, we have to focus our attention that how we are going to find AD and B angle. AD and B angle. If we look at the diagram, we can see that, let me reconfirm the figure, that is there anything missing? No, there is nothing missing over here. So actual requirement of question is this angle, but if we look at the diagram ADB, we have only one side and one angle, so we cannot find ADB angle with the help of this triangle. So what we have to do, we have to focus our attention first of all on the triangle ADC, in which all three sides are given. We have to find this angle D first, and then we'll be taking away that answer from 180 degrees to get angle D. So I hope you are really clear about this problem. So what we have to do, let me give the reference in the beginning. Drawing of the figures and giving the reference in your working are really important in triangle, so that examiner can understand your message easily. In triangle ADC, AD and C, and let's draw the figure as well here. ADC, always draw the reference diagrams, and that becomes easy for the examiner to understand that on which part of the question you are working and what are you talking about. This is C, this is D, this is 3.5 centimeter, this is A, this is 2 centimeter, and this is 4.5 centimeter. This is small d, this is small a, and this is small c. Now look, what we have to find, we have to find value of angle D. We have to find, this is the requirement of question. So we are going to write the cosine law, that D square equals to A square plus C square minus 2 into AC and cos of angle D. Now D has a value 4.5, yes, 4.5 square equals to 2 square or 3.5 square, 3.5 square plus 2 square minus 2 into 3.5 into 2 and cosine or cos of angle D. Now 4.5 square is 4.5 square gives me 20.25. 20.25 equals to 3.5 square gives me 12.25 plus 4 minus 2 multiplied by 3.5 multiplied by 2. This is 3.5 times double is 7, and 7 to is 14 cos D. Cos D. Now first add up 12.25 to 4. This is 16.25 plus 4, 16.25, 25 minus 14 cos D, and here we have 20.25. Now what we have to do, we have to shift this 16.25, 20.25 minus 16.25 equals to minus 14 cos D. Okay, 16.25 minus 20.25, this gives me 4 with positive sign equals to minus 14 cos d, and then I have to shift this 14 to other side. Cos d equals to minus 4 by 14, or cos inverse of minus 4 divided by 14, and close the bracket. D equals to cos inverse of minus 4 by 14, and D equals to 106.6. Okay, angle D, or what we can write is that this is CDA or ADC. ADC is 106.6 degrees. So this portion of angle D is 106.6 degrees, but that is not the requirement of question. The required angle is AD and B, ADB, or ADB angle. ADB angle will be equal to 180 minus 106.6, and which gives me 73.39, which is approximately equal to 73.4 degrees. 73.4 is this angle. Okay, let me mark it outside, 73.4 degrees. Okay, now I hope first part is clear to all of my students, and the second is the shortest distance from A to CB. In order to find the shortest distance is the perpendicular distance from that point towards the other line. So let me drop the perpendicular from A. Let this perpendicular meet at point, suppose E. Now we have a right angle triangle with us. In that right angle triangle, let me draw the figure here for the shortest distance. Shortest distance, this A to E is actually that required shortest distance, and this angle D we just have calculated 73.4, and this 2 centimeter is already given in the question, 2 centimeter. Now with the reference of this 73.4, this A is opposite, and here we have the 90-degree angle. So opposite upon hypotenuse, which trigonometric ratio? So in triangle AED, opposite is AE upon hypotenuse is AD, equals to sine 73.4. Okay, now AE unknown, which is the requirement of question, by 2, sine 73.4 degrees, and this gives me 0.9583. AE, which is the shortest distance, is 2 times 0.9583 0.9583 multiplied by 2, 1.916. AE 1.916, or approximately 1.92 centimeters. Okay, yes, this is the shortest distance, and it's also one of the important concepts. Okay, moving to the third requirement of the question, and which is the BD length, which is B to D length only. Okay, now if we look at the diagram, we can see that in this triangle we have 2 angles with us, but we do not have third angle with us. Let me draw the figure here so that my students can understand the working more clearly, that I'm taking the triangle ABD, AB and D. Okay, this is my A, B and D triangle. This angle is of Meyer 73.4. This is 50 degrees Meyer, which is already given in the question. This is 2 centimeter, and the last requirement is BD, which is unknown. Now we can see that we are given with only one length, so we cannot apply cosine law here. And if we think about sine law, we are given with two angles. So if I'm in triangle ABD, in triangle A, B and D, angle A will be equal to 180 degrees minus 73.4 plus 50 degrees, and this gives me 73.4 plus 50 is 123.4 minus 180, and this is 56.6 degrees. 56.6 degrees. This angle is of my 56.6 degrees. Now in order to find BD, I can apply sine law here. I'm going to apply sine law here, that A upon sine of A, sine A equals to D upon sine D, sine D. A, which is unknown of the question, BD upon sine 56.6 degrees equal to D 2 upon sine 50 degrees. Now what we have to do, we have to check the value of sine 56.6. Sine 56.6 is A upon 0.8348 equals to 2 upon sine 50 degrees. Sine 50 degrees is 0.7660. So A equals to 2 times 0.8348 upon 0.7660. Now what I have to do, 2 multiplied by 0.8348, and this gives me A equals to 1.6696 upon 0.7660 divided by 0.7660, and this gives me A equals to 2.179 or approximately 2.18 centimeter. But what was the actual requirement of question? BD equals to 2.18 centimeter. Really easy and important lessons. Please watch, understand and retain these lessons for better understanding of your O-level past paper questions. Please watch my lessons, like, share and subscribe the channel and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.